And welcome to the 7th annual BrrrFest here at the Coralville Marriott Conference Center. BrrrFest is a celebration of the beers of winter, the brewers who make them, and about 2,000 aficionados who keep them in business. 2001. This afternoon we'll visit some brewers that are making their first visit to BrrrFest, visit some old favorites, and even talk to some fans along the way. So let's get going. Hi there, and your name is?
My name is Todd Weil.
And you're with?
Clockhouse Brewing Company.
And that's out of Cedar Rapids?
Yeah, downtown Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
And this is your first time at BrrrFest?
That is correct, our first time.
What do you think about it?
This is insane. This is a great experience, it really is. There's a lot of people here, good exposure.
Well, I'm glad you like it.
Yeah.
Let me see, so do you have anything here that you recommend to give it a try?
All of them. Oh, yeah, so we got 3 beers on tap, and then we did bring some, as our specialty beer, a coffee porter we just put on tap in our tap room yesterday, so I can pour you some samples right now if you'd like them.
Just give me your best.
Give me my best. All right, here we go. Let's go right here for now. All right, this is American Porter. This is an American Porter that we put on coffee beans from a local roaster here in town, Roasters Coffee House.
And the percentages?
5.8.
I always have to ask that because we have a few more to get to. So.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, very good, very good.
That's pretty smooth.
Yeah, it is. Real smooth.
Real smooth, very nice.
Yeah.
And how long have you guys been in business?
Since September, so not very long. We're a new brewery. We actually tried to sign up for this BrrrFest, and it was full. And we just got a call a week and a half ago and said, hey, we have an opening. Would you like to attend? So we had to put all this together in about a week. So.
Well, it looks like you did a real good job.
I appreciate that.
Well, thank you for your time.
Yeah, cheers.
Over that way.
All right.
Hi there, and your name is?
Annalisa.
And what is your company?
Fischbach Stevenson. We're a cidery outside of Fairfield.
Hopi James.
And this is your first time at BrrrFest?
It is, yes.
And what do you think about it?
It's amazing.
Yeah, we're having a blast so far.
It's like a sea of awesome people.
That's all we have in Coralville are awesome people. So just saying.
It's fun to meet other vendors and be tasting everybody's products and so many Iowa breweries here and cideries. It's really fun to have the Iowa pride going on.
And how long has your brewery been open?
We've been distributing for about 6 months, but we've been making cider since 2013. And we've been serving it in our restaurant, which is located in Fairfield, and that's called the Cider House.
Oh, good. So is there one that you'd recommend for me to try?
Our personal favorite is usually the Iowa Strangler. It's our semi-sweet tart aronia berry cider, and we use local organic aronia berry juice. So that's nice for if you like a tart, dry palate.
Okay, we'll give it a go.
Okay.
We need a taller cameraman, as you can see.
There you are.
Thank you.
You're welcome. This is the first cider that we came out with as well.
Well, that's really good.
Good. Glad you like it.
It seems as though we need summer.
Summer flavor? We also have our green apple cider, which is the Coyote Verde. And then we also have a sweet pink watermelon, and that one's called the First Crush.
Now, is this real watermelon? Or is this like Jolly Rancher's watermelon?
A lot of people do say that it tastes like a Jolly Rancher.
All the cider is back sweetened with fresh pressed apple juice that we press ourselves at our cidery. So there is no added sugar in the watermelon or the green apple. There's a little bit in the Iowa Strangler just to balance out the aronia berries, but yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
What are you drinking?
Well, this is a cider from
This
what
guy?
was that?
Eastern?
Fischbach and Stevenson.
Is it any good?
It's not too bad.
That's super political of you. Do you actually like it?
I'm not a cider person, but it's not overly sweet, like a lot of them are. The one that I should have asked for is a watermelon one,
Okay.
because you know how bad things that say that their watermelon tastes like.
Yeah, like watermelon pucker that makes you want to vomit all day long.
Yeah, just like that. So that's what you have to go over and get that one and let me know.
Okay, have you been over to K Creek Brewery yet?
Not yet.
Glenwood, Iowa. Down by Omaha, if you haven't heard.
Okay.
They're barrel aged. Fabulous.
Give it a try. Thanks. Thank you. And your name is?
I'm Sean Christensen from Lark Brewing.
And where is your brewery located?
We're out in Waterloo, Iowa.
Okay. And how long have you been open?
We had our first year anniversary in October, so just a few months past a year.
Oh, not too bad. And this is your first time at BrrrFest?
This is actually our second.
Oh, it is.
We came last year and we featured the Randall, the enamel animal, our infusion chamber, and we brought it back this year to infuse some more beer.
That's kind of evil looking.
It's a little bit tricky. We run the beer through the first chamber and infuse it with whatever ingredients we put in, and then we run it through the second chamber to cool it back down so it's at serving temperature.
So what is in the mystical thing there that looks like looks illegal?
They're wonderful hops, wonderful, beautiful hops. Take a whiff of that.
Oh yeah.
So a little bit of
IPAs,
orange and
yeah,
herbal. So we use that. It's called Armadillo, the hop name. Not to be confused with Amarillo, but Armadillo. It's an experimental hop from Yakima Valley.
Well, I usually ask what would you recommend, but I gotta try that.
That one's fun. You ready to?
Yep.
So we infused it with our double IPA. It's our only flagship beer that we make. It's called Boing. And there you have it.
All right, thank you.
Cheers.
Well, it's not only hoppy, but it almost tastes carbonated.
That helps. That helps on presentation. No, it's a very fruity forward double IPA. People have been calling them New England style, big body beers with oats and wheat added to it.
Well, we're not Patriot fans here, though.
I'm from Seattle, so I'm a Seahawks guy. We're not Brady fans either.
Well, I'm a Steeler guy, so I don't know.
I respect that. You stole one of my Super Bowls once, so I'll give it to you.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Okay, and your name is?
Nick Newgard.
And your brewery is?
Second State Brewing in Cedar Falls.
In Cedar Falls. And how long have you been open?
We opened the 24th of March, so about 10 months now.
And why Second State?
We're actually on the corner of 2nd and State Street.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes...
You know, it tells you where we're at that way, so.
Okay, because I did a lot of the traveling in Kansas, and you say Free State, and then there's like an hour story that goes with that.
Oh, yeah, no, ours is more simple than that, but we do have... I'll have people sit in the tap room, and I can hear them talking about where the name come from for an hour, and then they'll come ask, and they feel kind of silly after that, but it's kind of funny.
Oh, very good. So is there one here that you would recommend for me?
Well, we'd recommend them all, obviously, but our peanut butter stout's been probably the most popular today. It's been going over very well. Been very popular for the last couple months for us. We also have our Schwarz beer, which is our flagship. It's a black lager. So a little roasty flavor, but real nice and clean and light finish to it.
Well, I'll try the peanut butter if that's okay with you.
We can do that, for sure.
All right, thank you. Oh, that's definitely peanut butter.
Oh yeah, it's definitely peanut butter. Yep. You still get the stout, the roastiness coming through to match up with that peanut butter, but it's definitely.
Now, if you match it with a little bit of chocolate, you could have a peanut butter cup.
You know, there's a chocolate shop around the corner from us that I got some friends that always go there and pick up some dark chocolate and then come to our place and eat their chocolate and peanut butter beer.
Yeah, definitely a good match with this beer.
Exactly.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I didn't think I'd like it.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. Seven Hills.
All right.
Okay, and your name is?
Sean Carter,
And your brewery is?
Seven Hills Brewing Company,
And where are you located?
Dubuque, Iowa, 11th and Washington Street.
And that kind of explains the name, I take it, from Dubuque.
Dubuque is the city of Seven Hills from way back in Julian Dubuque's days, yes.
Excellent. So how long have you guys been open?
About 5 months now. August 21st of 17, we opened the doors.
Very good, very good. So is there a particular beer you would recommend for me?
The white IPA, at 3:30, we are tapping a barrel-aged brown ale that's very good as well.
Well, I'll be back when I'm off the camera.
Perfect.
So why don't you go ahead and...
There you go.
And what did you say this was, an IPA?
White IPA, yeah, with the French Saison yeast strain.
Well, that's pretty smooth, probably more than most IPAs.
Oh, very much so, yeah. Very dry also.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. Cheers, guys. Full restaurant, yeah. Seat about 200 people, outdoor seating, full menu.
All right, thank you. You want me to chug it?
Sure.
This all gets a lot easier the more beer I have. I have to come in here and get greased up before you guys get here next time. Yeah, and your name is?
My name's Aaron Ostrom with No Coast Brewery out of Oskaloosa.
That's great. And how long have you guys been open?
We've been open since August of 2016, so we're in our into our second year of production. Things are rolling along very nicely.
And I know that there are no seas or oceans by Oskaloosa, so is that, how do you get your name?
Well, I mean, we have some rivers, we have some lakes, but we don't have a coast. So we are the land between two rivers here in Iowa, but we don't have a coast. So no coast all the way.
All right. So is there a particular brew that you would recommend for me?
Our Yoga Poser Pale Ale, that is our fantastic year-round beer. And if you're into some seasonal stuff, I would definitely give our Trendbucker Stout a try.
What was that last one?
Trendbucker Stout.
Yeah, let's try that.
All right.
Thank you. That's pretty smooth. What are the flavors I'm getting here?
It has some hints of dark chocolate, coffee, but no additives whatsoever. Everything is derived from yeast, malt, hops, and water.
And what's the percentage on this?
One comes in at 7% ABV.
Oh, well, that's not too bad.
Oh, no, you can knock back a couple of those pints, right?
I can do that. Okay, well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And you don't want me to chug this one too, do you? See, in the 70s, I could probably do this a lot, but it ain't the 70s. And your name is?
My name is Blair.
And your brewery is?
Mistress Brewing.
Is that indicative of anything?
It is actually the owner's wife named it. Kind of a play on the fact that it was going to be his new mistress because it was going to take all of his time.
I'll buy that.
Yeah, brewing will take all your time, all your money, all your energy. It'll take your life, but you'll never love anything more.
We'll buy that. Okay, how long have you been open?
About a year and a half.
And where are you located?
We're in Ankeny.
And is there? You're gonna have to name your beers.
Okay, so we have the Blonde, the Witter Without You, the Little Black Dress, the Caught Red-Handed, Jackie Brown, and Longtime Woman. Oh, and we also just have a new one in ESB that's Camilla.
Is there one you recommend?
I love our Little Black Dress, but our Beach Blonde is our newest girl, and she's really good.
Let's do that since I haven't had anything light for a while.
All right, I'll grab you one. So this one's our traditional blonde, and it is dry hopped with Huel melon and Citra.
So it's healthy.
Yeah, it's like fruit. It's a breakfast beer.
Oh, I like that. As I've said time again, it needs to be summer.
I know. But without winter, when would we drink all the porters and stouts?
Yeah, that's just true. Yeah, we can't leave them alone.
Winter has its place.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi, and your name is?
Molly Frana,
And you're with?
Brightside Ale Works in Altoona. In Altoona.
Oh, very nice. And how long have you been open?
We open October 13th.
And this is your first BrrrFest?
Yes, it is.
And what do you think about it?
I think it's great. It's really been really rewarding to serve people and to support the Iowa Brewers Guild and stuff like that.
That's not a very wild answer, you know that?
Well, it's not.
Do you have anything that you would recommend for me?
One that we brought that's a little bit different is our ice cream stout. So it's a Neapolitan stout. It has strawberry, chocolate, and vanilla in it. So that's kind of our different offering that we brought for this.
Well, I'm not big on strawberry ice cream, but I'll give it a shot anyhow.
That sounds good.
Well, it definitely doesn't look like strawberry.
Yeah, I mean the stout is going to be darker, so we use strawberry puree, cocoa nibs, vanilla beans, so trying to bring all three flavors together.
I can definitely taste the vanilla. That's very good. Okay, well, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh. One more shot. Oh. Too much. Okay, and your name is?
James Kincaid.
And you're with?
Boot and Flute Brewery.
I gotta ask, why Boot and Flute?
Boot and Flute, well, I hiked the Appalachian Trail, and I took a pair of boots and my flute with me. And I just love the whole thing, and that's what I named the brewery after.
And where are you at?
We're in Coralville, right in the Coralville Strip next to the Vine and Sparty's.
Really? How come I haven't seen it?
Well, we're just open. We just started selling beer on Halloween. We've been open since August. We're getting bigger signs.
Well, that's very good. What would you recommend for me?
The Guild Brew with a Guild Wurst and some gilded almonds. Everything Guild there. It's the Guild Wurst Tavern.
There you go. Let me try some.
Oh, yeah. What is this?
Huh? I don't know.
Oh, okay.
No, can I try your beer?
Delicious. Oh, yes. Oh, I thought you were, telling me you're like, try this.
No, I wouldn't do that. I would not insult you like that.
I've got the Guild Brew Classic Pale Ale. Uses all Simcoe hops, and I dry hop with Cascade. Should be nice, clean, and crisp. Got a low ending gravity on there.
Yeah, that's not terribly harsh. That's really good.
Very good. Excellent.
Well, I'll have to stop by then.
Please do.
And where are you at once again exactly?
We're at 53 2nd Street, also known as the Coralville Strip. right at the beginning, across the street from the soccer fields, right next to the Vine and Sparty's. Yeah, handmade brats, fresh brats made daily.
That's it.
Yeah.
All the sausage recipes are his and all the beer.
We've seen it and we've said, well, we have to do that every time we go by. We have to stop in there sometime.
Yeah, you got to stop in. We're real quick. We can pump the food right out to you. Slam a beer real quick. It's great.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We've got growlers too. These nice little liter growlers. You can fill up our beer. It's a nice $10 growler. It's about 2 pints worth. Yeah, we're open for lunch. We're closed Monday, Tuesday, and on Sundays we're open for a breakfast brunch till 2 p.m., 9 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Well, yeah.
So tomorrow, come on over for brunch.
What do you have on the brunch?
Oh, we've got all sorts of egg dishes. We've got our big fried tenderloin. We cover it in gravy, and then we got a vegetable hash with potatoes in it, and it's delicious. And then we've got all the sausages available and everything. Breakfast sausage. We throw a yolk in there.
So I should leave my heart and arteries at home?
Yes. Yeah, bring that to-go CPR unit with you.
Okay, thank you. And your name is?
Tori?
And of course, we're talking about Back Pocket Brewery, one of the sponsors of BrrrFest.
Yep.
So why don't you go ahead and give me a sample?
Give you a sample? This is not the BrrrFest beer. We just ran out of that one. But this is our Mexican style, which was put with chocolate, and we did a collab with Bent River. And so it's got chocolate and chipotle chilies in it. It's got a little kick to it, but it's really smooth, I promise.
You promise?
I promise. It's called our Fancy Chocolate Bar.
Yeah, of course, I'm nervous. Cut it out.
I should have said it has a little kick.
Well, yeah, there's hardly anything at all there.
Not too bad, right?
Just a little on the back side.
On the back side, but not on the front side. It goes down real smooth.
Yeah, my son would like this.
Yes, it's definitely, if you like a little kick to your beer, it's perfect.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you guys.
The one thing that you hate to see when something becomes kind of an institution, I mean, people look forward to BrrrFest every year. And when things become, an institution, become over-commercialized, and quite frankly, they tend to suck after a while. And I've been to all 7 BrrrFests, and that just hasn't been the case so far. And that'll definitely keep me coming back. And your name is?
Doug Alberhesky.
And he is a proprietor
Yes.
of John's Grocery, an institution in Iowa City.
Yeah, this is year 70 for us, so we've been doing something right for a little while at least.
I remember when I first moved here in '77, or actually a couple years later when Hayden had his first game here.
Oh yeah, yep.
And I got tickets, and they said, well, we have to go get a keg over at John's, and I brought my Bronco over, and we got
Excellent.
a small keg there. So, and you said you've been in it for 70 years?
70 years, yeah. Yeah, my grandparents opened up in 1948, so.
I didn't think it was you personally.
No. Now, if you cut me in half and counted the rings, I'd be at least 180 years old, but no.
That's excellent. So do you recommend anything for me?
There's a lot of really nice stuff here today. Barntown is a brand new brewery that one of my GMs, his former chef that used to work with him, started the brewery, and he's doing some fantastic stuff. Big Grove, obviously, is doing such phenomenal stuff. And Exile has some really nice stuff. Confluence, I've been really happy with. There's so many good ones here. It's hard to pick a favorite.
And what stuff did you bring with you?
We did the Vikings Blod Mead as our brewmaster selection. Really nice 19% Norwegian mead. Then we have the Praga, which is a really nice Pilsner, and then of course our John's Generations White Ale.
And you have the white ale on tap there?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Can I try a little bit of that?
Certainly.
Thank you.
We've been doing this for 20 years. It's spiced with orange peel and coriander. It's very light and refreshing. It's unfiltered, so the yeast puts a little bit more of a citric tang on it. Stone City and Solon originally produced it for us, and then Millstream has been making it for the past, I want to say, 14 years now.
Yeah, it definitely tastes familiar.
Yes. Yes, it's one of my best-selling beers. I'm very, very happy with the job that Millstream's been doing us for such a long time. So.
And once again, summer can't get here too soon.
No, that's for sure. We'll have a beer or two for you. Awesome. Thank you.
And your name is?
Scott Selix.
Chad Young.
Rawson Agnew.
And you work for?
Big Road Brewery.
And what many locations are you at?
So we started in Solon 2013, and then we opened up this last March, Iowa City, South Gilbert Street.
Excellent. And this is not your first time to BrrrFest.
No, sir. No, been here since the beginning.
Very good. And you got any more expansion plans?
No, I think the space we have in Iowa City is going to keep us busy for a while. So as of right now, nothing.
Well, we need you in Coralville because Iowa City is just too far to drive.
Oh, we got some bike paths hooking up in the backyard with that park.
It's definitely doable.
So, yeah.
Well, that's great. Do you guys have anything new you brought this year, or?
We always bring like some unique casts and all that stuff. We got a Side Hill Sour Rosé that we're going to be releasing in a couple weeks. As far as other new stuff, we got Birch the Bear, which is kind of fairly new in our portfolio, but kind of the usual staples. It's kind of introducing all the stuff we've had for a little while. There's a lot of new people out here on the floor, so just trying the brand for the first time.
Why don't you go ahead and make a selection for us?
Make a selection for it? What kind of beer do you usually like to drink?
This time of year, stouts, porters.
Stouts and porters? Okay, we got a fun one. Oh, you want to give them the rundown? I'm going to get them the White Russian little play on our Imperial Stout.
So we make a lot of, we do a lot of pins. We think it's fun. We can do a one-off and a cast, so about 5 gallons is all we make of it. This one we put a lot of whole bean coffee from JBC Coffee Roasters, a little bit of lactose, and then a lot of vanilla as well. So it's a coffee vanilla stout. Should be a little bit sweet, but mostly a coffee vanilla punch, and then hopefully a little bit of alcohol burn on the back that kind of complements the malt character.
And the percentages?
It's probably about 9.5%, 10% on that. It's kind of up in its cask condition, so we're...
Glass down, glass down.
Cheers.
Cheers. What do you think?
That's very tasty. It's a little I don't know what, thicker?
Yeah, it's a very, very thick beer. The lactose helps contribute to body, a little bit of sweetness.
So then it's a good thing I'm not lactose intolerant then.
It is. If you were lactose intolerant, you shouldn't drink that.
Yes.
Well, thank you guys very much.
Yeah, thanks for coming out. Cheers.
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 Happy BrrrFest.
BrrrFest.
Well, I want to thank everyone for tuning in. We've had a great time here with everybody and the brewers at BrrrFest, the 7th annual. Make sure to pick up tickets usually out around November. And we'll see you next year.